Hi everybody and welcome to another daily demo alley. I'm RNJesus and you know the gist. I go to Steam each and every day, check out which demos came out, and then I bring one to showcase to you. Today we have Die for the Lich. It's not dying for the Lich, it's dice for the Lich. As a dice goblin, I appreciate this. Anyway, roll the dice and embrace your fate. Enter a world shrouded in darkness, ruled by the Lich, where every choice matters, and success depends on the clever use of trinkets and an arsenal of weapons as you fight your way to his throne. It is developed by Monovoid and published by Two Left Thumbs. It is, I think, like a roguelike deck builder, as it says, and or like a dice builder probably, but we already played similar kind of game, if it's like that. The Dice Goblin, I think it was. Anyway, the release date is still to be announced, but we have a demo and we are gonna try and roguelite our way to the best, you know, daily run. Play the campaign. I wanna play the campaign. So we have the Undertaker, 30 health, shovel, coffin shield, objects, 5d4s, 3d6s, 1d8, and 1 clover abilities. There's gonna be like, we need to kill Cole probably in the demo to unlock that guy, so let's see how well we do. And how to get, oh fuck, there is no tutorial, great. Common shovel, critical, can roll 1d4 from your tray. Oh, sorry. Add 2 to the counter. Empty weapon slot, money, oh no, dice back. This is a pause, probably. Okay, let's enter a battle. So we are fighting against the wolf. Okay, you draw 5 objects at the beginning of your turn, or like 5 dice. Okay, select a weapon from your inventory to equip. Shovel. You can now roll dice and trinkets to add their value to the counter. So I'm gonna roll d8. Failed roll. You have rolled over the weapon's critical value and failed. Aha, so you need to roll lower. You can clear the board by selecting your weapon. You can also switch weapons during failed rolls. Okay, so you need to roll under a 4, right? Critical. You are in critical state. You can't roll more dice. Every weapon has its own critical effect. Hover over your weapon to read it. Add to the counter. Okay. So what do we do now? This is a discard pack and it's not. This is like back to the map. Yeah, this is the pause menu. Okay, so what do we do? You can gain armor by selecting yourself. You can use each weapon once per turn. So can I roll the dice for this again? The counter is still under the weapon's critical value. You can keep rolling. Aha. You can attack an enemy by selecting them. Okay, so I used a shovel to defend myself and this. And if I hit, the point is to hit the counter mark, I'm guessing. So if I end my turn, you guys are gonna attack. Any leftover armor is lost starting the turn. Okay, so pull over, add 3 to the counter. So if I want to do a shovel, I would like to roll, let's say, a d6. You can roll trinkets freely when in critical state. What does that mean? Oh, I can add more and add to the counter. So 10. So this is gonna do like 10 damage. Yes. Okay. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of the game. The tutorial is weird. It needs better explaining, but I think I'm kind of figuring out. Okay, I got the coin, add to the counter. Crystal die predicts the roll of a random die inside your tray. Oh, I can choose one. So let's starter chess. Let's start chess. That's battle, elite battle. I'm gonna go here. So what is the starter chest gonna be? Coins, I guess in 3, or spike die. Take 1 damage on reroll, but can always reroll. Sure, that's gonna seems fun. Battle. So, and basically I wanna do this. I wanna roll. That is a 3. I can roll again and get a critical. I can roll this die and then add a clover, and that's 11 damage to him. But now I don't have too much. I need to roll. Fail. If I reroll, I can take 1 damage and take a 2. And that's 2 armor to me. And 10. Okay, did he poison me? A rotten chance. 1 stack left. Take 1 damage if a die rolls higher than a 4. Oh boy, that sucks. So if I wanna do this, I'm fine with that. I'll take 1 damage. Wait, I can't roll lower dice. I can just roll. I can't roll higher dice actually. I can roll lower dice. But I kill him. Okay. This is going decent for now, but I don't recover health probably between battles. Maybe I can find a healing thing. That's the coin. I'll take the spike dice. I like the dice. Let's see the dice. I'm a dice goblin. Ooh, white lady. Draw. Debuff. 3 stacks left. Draw once from bag when hurt. When I'm hurt or when it is? So roll the 5. That's below. I don't think I'm gonna hit it, so I'm just gonna try and hit her with a 5. I'm gonna try and defend. That's a 2. Let's risk it. A 3. Okay, I can add 3 shields to me. And I add my turn. I think I discard all of the dice. Okay, I block. Armor loss. No, I keep one. Okay. Predicts the roll of random die inside your tray. Let's do a 6. Okay. Let's do another 6. Oh no, wait, I did a 4. Cut them. Let's see the crystal die. Okay, so this one is gonna roll a 3. But I don't want that. So I'm just gonna try and hit the bitch. I can still use that to protect myself. So if I roll a... This rolls a 3, I can have 3 armor. And end my turn. Does her... Oh, her attack changes and I can see it, which is okay. It's cool that I can see that. Okay, let's do another shovel. Let's do a 6. Yes, that's a good 6. I can add this, and I can add this, and then I can whack her and get some loot. Okay, I like this. Actually, it is very, you know, random, very dicey, but we'll see what it comes out. Okay, what is this? Tray bound die. Returns to tray if the action is successful. Oh, nice. I can always have a 6. Can't see the map. Oh, wait, I can roll. Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of things. I want to avoid battles. I'm gonna just go for chests. Ooh, rusty dagger. Critical extra hit, but half the damage. That's not that great. Can roll 1d4 from a tray. This is much better actually. What is this? Negative die. D6 that subtracts from your counter. Oh, I have a lot of dice. I don't know if that's good. Okay, what is this? Enter blood shop, unlock 1 item. Legendary blood blade, offensive, critical. Can roll any die but take 1 damage for each roll. Mark of critical blood. Critical is your missing health. This is weird, but let's take it. Oh shit, I took 10 damage just buying it. Ugh. That is not okay. Well, this run is gonna be dead. Dice fusion, old rusty chest. Let's go with die for health. So what, do I sell a dice for health? Let's go with the spiky dice. Oh, I need, yeah, sacrifice 1. Oh wow, yeah, I sacrificed the dice for health. That is both good and bad. Christopher, I'll go here and see what. Oh, fight, fuck the wolves. So you can roll any die but take 1 damage. Shovel can still help me. Let's try shovel. 5. That sucks. I wish I could. Yeah. Okay. So let's try shielding. 3 shield. Okay, I'm gonna still be alive after that. So if we do this, I can roll a die. Let's roll a d8 to see what happens. So 5. I didn't take any damage. It is weird. Okay, the wolves are gonna do 1 attack, 1 damage, which is good. My armor protects me. Oh, now this is gonna be really, really bad. I'm gonna need to deal with them. Okay, let's try this. And d4. Okay, that is fine enough to kill him. That is okay. We got the 6 back. Let's try and shield ourselves. You know, you have to risk it. Fuck. Negative. Let's try negative. Okay. 2 is fine. I'll take 2. Blood blade. Let's try blood blade 6. I could have added. Fuck! I should have added the clover. I think the clover would have given me more damage, but I can still do stuff now. Let's try this. Nice, critical. I'm gonna roll actually the crystal die because that's gonna tell me what the other one is gonna roll. This is gonna roll a 6. I'm gonna add this and I'm gonna kill it actually. The shovel is actually pretty good. I have the blood blade, but the shovel is good. I'm liking this. The game is very quick, very nice. Oh, level up, select an ability. Eye patch. You can re-roll ones on the board. Star buttons. Draw an extra object from your bag and start with it. I like the re-rolls of ones. Ones can suck ass. Lucky die. Always rolls what you need. Yes, please. I have a lot of dice. I have 15 die. Let's see what else we get. I'm just adding a lot of dice. Rusty hammer. Can roll 1 d20 from your tray. I don't have a d20, which is sadness. Rusty shield. Critical. Reusable in the same turn. Add to counter. Well, add to counter is cool, but I'm gonna actually go with this shield. Cursed offering. Snake dagger. Critical hit. Adjacent enemies for half the damage. Ghost mark. Roll a ghost d4 on every roll. I don't know what that means. Spike shield. Offensive, defensive. Critical can roll an extra d6. Why is this cursed? This is actually pretty good. Spike shield is way better. Okay, I'll take the spike shield. Oh fuck, I got cursed. Well, that's the one. Depth curse. Start counter at -4. Oh boy. Dice fusion battle. I wanna go to dice fusion, see what that's gonna give me. So if I go d6, and if I go no, I can't go d4. I need to fuse it with something magical. What if I fuse it with crystal die? Okay, crystal d6. Fine. I got how it works. Heron shop. Oh, it pays 10 health to get this. I already have the blade, so I don't care. Die for health. Give me d8 so you can check it out. Fuck. All of these are good. I'll sacrifice a d6 so I can heal a bit. I don't know if it needs to roll for heals, but you know, it is that. Okay, let's see the boss battle. The boss battle seems bad. Okay, he's gonna protect himself, so I need to focus on the guys on the side. Let's try and kill the stags first. Oh, I should have rolled with this one. This is gonna start with a -4, which means I can roll a d8 actually and not be completely fucked. Okay, what is these guys? Gain 1 attack power for every d4 roll from the tray. Oh, that's not good. But I can still roll a d6. Okay, I re-roll a d6. 7. Okay, so that is still okay. I'm gonna survive with that many shields. The blood sword. If I roll, what's gonna happen? Failed rolls, so I can't attack. Ah, it's my lost health, my total lost health, so the blood blade is actually useless at this point. Okay, I'm still gonna defend myself. I'm still worried what he is gonna do. He armored up. Oh, his attack is gonna be 9. That's gonna be very bad. I'm gonna need to try and kill one of these bastards first. 5. Oof. Let's hit a stag. Now I need to defend myself like a lot. Let's see what this is gonna give me. This is gonna roll a 2. Still gonna roll a 6. I'm gonna re-roll this. Oh, I have an eye patch on myself. That is so cool. So this is a 5. I'm gonna need this 2. Oh fuck, I could have maybe gotten the full 8. Damn it. I could have rolled an extra d6. I don't wanna re-roll a 2. I'm gonna give this to me. The blood blade, I can still roll this and try and get. Oh fuck, they get extra attack. I forgot. That's kind of sucky to do. I just fucked myself. They're gonna really do a lot of damage to me. But now the blood blade should be stronger. What is he gonna do? Cast a buff. Okay, blood blade is gonna be a 10, which is I think gonna be very good. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this dice. This is gonna lucky die me at 10, and I'm gonna roll a. It rolls a d6, right? I'm gonna roll a d6, and I'm gonna add a 3. And I'm actually gonna kill this guy. Okay, that's for that. Now for this. Oh fuck. Okay, what? Okay, good enough. I'm gonna kill this stag. And now it's back to shielding. 5. Do rerolls. Do rerolls. Okay. 7. Okay, that's gonna give me some protection. I think I reset dice, you know. Once I lose all of them, I kinda reset probably. Okay, what the fuck is that? 3 stacks left. Tray thief. When hurt, discard an object from the tray. Okay, so I need to watch out about that. He's gonna do 11 damage to me, which is bad. I'm gonna try and do a lot of more damage to his face. I'm gonna roll this one. 5. I know I'm gonna get the 4 from that. I'm gonna try this. Oof. That's the problem. I need to hit him. I need to hit him with 10. Okay, so that's alright. Spike shield. I should probably use a spike shield. Try to get as much as I can. Wow, okay. Let's do another. This is gonna be a 4. I'm gonna remove. Can roll a d6. Yes. Okay, now I'm gonna be protected against his attack, and I'm gonna shovel him, just for good measure. Ah, for fuck's sakes. 5 damage. Okay. At least he doesn't have any more. What the fuck is that? Inflicts a curse upon a random weapon. Great! That's exactly what I fucking wanted. Come on, okay, I can still do the best possible combo here. Lucky die is gonna roll me what I need, and then I'm gonna roll a d6. Reroll. Maximum damage. Can I roll more? Critical is your missing health. Wait, however much I roll, it's gonna take me 1 damage, right? Yeah, it's gonna take me 1 damage. Okay, I don't have that many dice. I need to protect... Well, I don't really need to protect myself. I'll take a few more damages to try and just destroy his face. Because he's not gonna attack. Oh, he took something from me. Okay, I'm still gonna try and protect myself. Yeah, this thing is no longer cursed, which is great. And that's all of my... No, that's not all of my dice. This die returns to me, which is great. So that means another hit. I love this dice. The tray-bound dice is amazing. And coal. Okay, so he cursed my shovel. Start with counter minus 4 debuff. Okay, he's gonna do 13 damage to me. Which means I need to do this first. I'm gonna get an 8. I'm gonna roll a d6. Not enough, but still I'm gonna survive the damage he takes on me. So this means I can just roll this to insane levels. Oh my god, this reroll is so amazing. How much? Okay, I can add more dice and not take damage because I still haven't hit the crit mark. Okay, this is fine. Whatever, 14 damage is fine. I'll deal with him on the next attack. Well, I can still shovel him actually. Oh boy, is this gonna do anything? Like, it's gonna do 2 damage. And it removes 1 curse, that curse, which is okay. Tray-bound dice is the best. Okay, he's gonna try and protect for 7. So I need to destroy his face. Okay, this blade is also kind of awesome. 26, maybe 4, 15. And it's gonna roll a 1, so that's gonna be fine. No, not gonna reroll. Oh wait, I'm just killing him. Reach the church in Kilanoku. Reach the church in Kilanoku. Kilanoku with the blood blade. Wow, I actually did a secret achievement. Kill them with the blood blade specifically. Score, do high score. Fuck yeah. Kilanoku, unlock 1 character and 3 items. Ooh, odd die. Every side is an odd number. Ooh. Unlock the roll 10 ones with 1 die. Okay. Spike die. This is a D10. Unlocked. Deal 100 damage. Did I? Well, maybe collectively. Undead burden. Bones are positive values. I don't get it. Bones are positive values. So cross dagger. Wait, maybe like bone dice is positive values? No, I don't know. Cross dagger, critical, create a bone and roll it. Ah. Bone is a trinket that subtracts 1 from the counter, but this says bones are positive values. Okay. Old Bible, critical, draw 1s from the dice bag. Decent enough. Defensive. But it does damage, doesn't give armor. Dante, ooh. Well, let's see. Want to support us? I wish it would help our small team tremendously. If you wish list, leave a review on Steam. Take for playing the demo. Yeah, I'll definitely wish list. Honestly, yes, I will. This is a cool dice tied and related kind of deck builder. I mean, it's dice builder, not a deck builder, because you get to roll dice and see how much you can get close to the critical of a weapon, and then attack it, and then the critical gives you extra power and all that. It is a nice deck builder. Basically, it removes random cards with fixed numbers with dice that can be used in randomly. Basically, you can get random events. I'm just gonna go to the menu to see. Oh wait, collection. 37 locked dice. Ghost die evaporates if it moves into your discard bag. So it's just once. You roll it once, basically. Roll 17 20s. No. Roll 20 ones with the die. Roll 50 ones with the die. Okay, so these are like unlockables which I need to do to unlock shit. The leather die. Draw ones from your bag. Obsidian. Every side of this die is innate. Okay, those are kind of broken. Create a ghost die of the same type and place it in your tray. Soul. This is a ghost die. Draw. Okay, 100 times from your bag. Roll 1 negative dice. Spend coins in the shop. I didn't even get a chance. Oh, these are the bone die. Hit bone die. Bones equal to the result. Bones is the tricky that subtracts. So you can, even if you go over, you can, get stuff to get you under. So you do complete the critical. Roll what? Just roll dice. Fire, Ember, can be rolled during critical state. Gambler's dice. On a successful roll, create a red chip. On a failed, create a black chip. Red is a positive value, chip is a negative value. There's so much gambling in this, like with, all of the stuff. Trinkets, reroll. Okay, I could get a new one. Adds value, coin, reroll object. Okay. Weapons. Cross dagger. Yeah, a bunch of them I haven't seen at all. Bedeviled blade. Devil curse 99. Roll a negative d4 on every die roll from the trade. Wow! Destroy every negative object on the board. What the fuck is a negative object? Old Bible, Ghost Shield. There's so many items that I didn't even get close to seeing on my first run. Okay, gain 500 overall armor to unlock. So this demo has a bunch of things you can unlock. Defeat an Oko without using any defensive weapons. That's kind of bullshit. Finish the first map without losing any health. Okay. Acquire D20 and roll a nat 20 with it. Nice. Reach the church with only one shovel and the coffin shield. Deal 100 or more damage with a single blow. Contain 10 coins. Kill an Oko. Kill an Oko without taking any extra dice. Yeah, this is a really difficult challenges. There's 62 achievements, collections just from the demo. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna let you guys play through all of that and, unlock whatever else is hidden and, get everything. I wish, maybe the save keeps for like when the full game comes out, so your progress isn't wasted in the demo. But anyway, the music is nice. The music is atmospheric. There's not really need for voice acting or anything. I would wish maybe a little bit more story, like actual story, either through random encounters where just an NPC talks to us, or the shopkeeper telling us something, or the boss telling us something. It just flew over my head and I just don't think there's anything here. But it looks fine. Maybe like after different maps we go to different biomes, not just fight the same monsters and same things. Maybe go into sewers, fight oozes. Maybe we go underground, fight worms. Maybe we go into like a meadow, fight like, I don't know, zombified elks. We saw black elks actually. But just go to different biomes so we can have different maybe modifiers in different fights. Also, I would appreciate if there is some kind of a checkpoint system, since I don't believe there is a overarching progression. The overarching progression is you unlocking stuff by doing stuff, by playing the game basically. So there's no points or any of that I saw. I wish there was some kind of overarching progression, like you could have different starter dice bags. I'm gonna click on this just to go to see what this guy had. Okay, well, there are different starter bags on the characters. So yeah, he has Undead Burden. He starts with 3 bones, not with 1 clover. He has 1d8, 2d6, and 4d4, so he has less. He has a cross dagger and old Bible, and less health. So maybe the bones are kind of the better things, or something. They will help him in a different way, or like the Bible and the cross are different. So there is like, though it's basically loadouts. The characters you unlock, you get new stuff and new loadouts basically with them. I'm actually gonna leave Dante for you guys to discover and play. I'm not gonna play through everything. I'm happy that I could get through basically the whole game with just this one run. I didn't face elite enemies because I was too afraid of them. I didn't know how the boss fight will go, but the boss fight is pretty fair. It's not, super easy, but it's fair. Like, you can kill the 2 elks to get rid of extra damage that is going your way, and then you can deal with the boss. So I'm actually, even with this little time that I spent playing, I like it. I like the game. I like how it goes. I like the dice mechanics. I like the every other side mechanic which influence dice, either adding or subtracting points, and the dice tray is nice. The mechanics there are, you know, the biggest issue I have with the game is that we need a tutorial level, like an actual tutorial level which explains every form of the mechanic step by step. It doesn't need to be a campaign level, it can just be a side tutorial option, like when you click here, when you click play, and you have like play the campaign, daily run, and like tutorial, or like tutorial above, or whatever, like because mechanics here are very specific and interact in a very specific way, and you want to know how they do. Every tooltip is fine, like the tooltips when you hover over the dice, when you hover over the weapons, when you hover over buffs on the enemies, debuffs on you, everything is perfect. Like that part is absolutely perfect. It tells you basically what you want to know. That is good. But in order to get, you know, into this easier, especially for new people who don't play, you know, dice games or like deck builders, but want to play different roguelites. Like, let's say there is a YouTuber that only plays roguelites, but every single kind, but he hasn't played any deck builders by now. So he steps into this for the first time and he's completely confused by how this goes. I'm just saying, like, as an option. It could be whatever. It could be like any other person or anything. Just a specific tutorial level, specific tutorial enemies, teaches you how to click, where to click, how to do, you know, everything. Gives you like some dice, some different kind of dice, and gives you like an option to basically handholds you to show you the game. It's not an important part, but it is definitely for people who maybe, you know, somebody thinks, yeah, I know these kinds of games, I understand them, I'm gonna get you know, right into the game instantly. But then they figure out that they don't get it, and they can have a tutorial for like, or help system for, you know, explaining how some combinations work, how some dice work. While somebody like myself managed to figure out most of this just through trial and error and play. Basically, whatever, it's like, you know, it's like you're playing Magic the Gathering, like playing any you know, TCG. Reading the card explains the card. Reading the dice explains the dice. Kind of. Like that, the game is very well done with that. Like, it's perfect with the tooltips and the information that it can give you while hovering over buffs. But, you know, somebody who hasn't played this doesn't know that they can just hover over the dice or hover over buffs and debuffs over enemies to, you know, figure out what they mean or what the enemies are gonna do. It took me a bit to figure out that just like, you know, the slash and the number next to it means the enemy's gonna do that much damage. It is cool that I can see that. That is actually amazing. I can strategize with the dice. Maybe like it happened here, like when the enemy was gonna do a lot of damage, maybe I take the big shield and try to hide myself behind it with as many dice, which is, you know, the best rolls I can possibly get, and then I go use the offensive dice for attacking and all that. Like, I like the tactics and the strategy that the game allows. And it has a lot of collection stuff and achievements to challenge you. Like, to, you know, play a game with just the basic, you know, finish the demo with just the basic items you get at the beginning. Do not buy any dice. Do not do this. Do not do that. Like, there's a good challenge system that is also basically relying on you having a lot of luck in dice. But in any case, it is a pretty good system and a pretty good challenge option for people who want to play like that. And I'm gonna let you guys do that. I'm gonna let you go through the demo, discover what Dante can do, and see if there is anything else. Maybe because I just played one run, I kind of missed some stuff. But one of the biggest things, I'm just gonna start this. One of the biggest things about roguelites that I like is overarching progression, where I can actually level up my character and get into better stats. Or, like, undead bird and bones deposit values. Yeah, so, like, there is a leveling system that I really didn't know that it existed, and that it could, you know, give me some very, very powerful boons if I did. Like, if I knew that, I would have maybe went to fight more to, you know, get that done. This is some kind of a starter. Like the chests, the animations are nice, even though they're simple and don't do pretty much a lot. What is this? Chat encounter. Oh, I get all of these, so that's pretty cool. So, like, bones. Gain a bone in the tray on hurt. Bone is a trinket, okay. So, if I go create a bone on a roll, create a bone and roll it. But what is the bone do basically? Okay, so if I roll this, failed. Add to the counter. So this one, so usually bones subtract, but this will add to the counter. So this is a failure roll. If I go here, draw once from the discard bag. So if I roll, I got a critical. Draw once from the discard bag. I got a 6, and I can add bones. All of my bones to protect myself. And I can end turn. Oh wait, I could have done the dagger again? Maybe? Okay, so let's do a d4. A critical. Destroys after battle. Okay, it adds that, and I can add more bones. I can slice at him. I can do this. So a 2, a 2. I can add a bone. It's gonna be a 5, and I can protect myself with a 5. Yeah, this is a completely different play style. Okay, so get a 6. So if I want this, I can get a perfect, get a bone, get this, and then hit him. I can do the bibble. Do a 6, which is a 3. Let's risk it with a 4 and add 1 dice and get a critical. And I can use it, but I don't need to. I throw once from the discard pile and I'm gonna get 6, and that's nice. It does a lot of damage to me, that's kind of bullshit. So let's do a 4. Let's do this. And let's add all the bones. So I can kill him. Yeah, his whole shtick is bone. Get as many bones as possible. Leather die. Draw once for the back. Add 1 to the top. And this is much better to have dice, I think. Short sword. Reusable in the same turn. Copper die. Can't roll higher than the highest rolled value on the board. That's weird, but I'll add a weapon. Like, having an extra weapon is, what I see, is useful. Get more stuff. Rusty sword, wooden shield. I can cancel that. Yeah, so I wish like there was different. I think I went through all of these, except for like an elite battle. So I wish there were more. I'm gonna just abandon the run. Like the tutorial is to turn it on and off. Okay, got a new little dice. Sport. Yeah, I'm actually liking the game. The game is pretty good. Simple, to the point, knows what it wants to do, does it well, and it's just the issue, as I said, is have a separate tutorial. I think that would be much better, and along those lines, have a full-on story. Like, have something happening. Have some, you know, maybe the main character comments something from time to time. Maybe there is like an encounter event when you go to Carrion to, you know, talk to some NPCs. Like, just I want more story about what's going on, or at least what the main character thinks. But since there's gonna be multiple main characters, it's best if just the NPC tells us what's happening, or we run into random, you know, events. Something is happening. You can even add stuff like. This is a good thing. You know, like in some of the games, like Pathfinder, video games, or which did that? I think Wasteland did that as well. When you have random encounters which are only text-based, like you just click on, you have a text of what's happening, and then you have a few options, and maybe like if a skill is related to that, you click on a skill, you get to roll a dice, maybe succeed, maybe you don't. So after a few of these battles, or maybe after each boss or whatever, or just randomly, you can have like random events like that to be added. Basically choose your own story events, which just you can have like, you know, the first page to have random events happening. You have, look, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 options, like a few options, like 3, 4, 5, whatever, how many options, and then depending on which option you choose, you can roll a different die, or you get other bonuses. Like you can have here, for this you need to roll a specific die. For the second one you need to roll between a number with a few dice that you maybe lose or stuff like that. And the last one is like you avoid the encounter, and the next page is gonna be simply success, failure, and that's it. Like you don't even have like to have multiple pages of adventures. You can just be the main page is the what is happening, and the second page is the positive or negative result, or like the third one, which is like you run away, if there's gonna be any consequences for you running away, but usually it doesn't. It can be just like you successfully run away from the enemies or from the encounter or whatever, just generic ones. That would increase the replayability of the game and the allure to like find all the random events, go through all the random events, succeed in all the random events, see which one give you good stuff or not, because people are gonna make, you know, lists of what random events are good or bad, and what are worth sacrificing something or risking something, and what are not, and they can leave and continue. And it builds on this strategy element of the game, or like what you're gonna do and what you're gonna, you know, risk on getting. Anyway, great game. Die for the Lich. Check it out. You can, you know, try and complete all the achievements, collect all the stuff, play as much as you want. There's a lot to play, even though there's just like one run and one boss. But you can try encountering the elites and random buffs and debuffs and who knows how many curses. In any case, thank you guys for watching, thank you for sticking around. Do the like, subscribe, comment, dance. There is Patreon for support. You can check out this madness live on Twitch/ByPenAndPaper, or you can check me out on YouTube at ByPenAndPaper for Let's Plays, Demo Alley's first hours, and whatever else I post there. Till next time, as always, remember, it's the story that we play. See ya.